Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed the channel, please like and subscribe the channel. This is the place where you can learn Microsoft Intune. Today in this video, I'm going to say you something important about how you can migrate from MDM to DDM. So if you have not heard about MDM or DDM, just be for 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna explain you what is MDM and why you want to migrate to the DDM. Right, so this is Microsoft Intune portal. So this is only applicable for your iOS, iPhone and iPad devices. So if you are managing iPhone and iPad devices through Microsoft Intune, right, you may be managing the iOS updates or controlling the company on iOS updates through Microsoft Intune, right? If the device is supervised. If you don't know what is a supervised and unsupervised, you just go and watch the video, search on my channel, you will find it. What is the difference between supervised and unsupervised? You want to understand what the major difference between or key benefits about the MDM and DDM, you can go and search. I have already made video. I'll put those two video in my video descriptions, in this video description, so that you will, in case if you want to recap or just want to watch to understand, you can go through. But in this video, I'm just going to show you why you need to migrate from MDM to DDM. So MDM is mobile device management, right? DDM is the declarative device management. It's a protocol which is Apple is going to use for controlling or the iOS devices directly from their server, right? So earlier with MDM protocol, what we're gonna do, the devices keeps syncing the data with our Intune server, and it also keep pulling the information and send the data in Intune server, send the data back to the Apple server. But with the DDM protocol, as soon as the device is enrolled and it's connected to the Apple server, they will not directly they will not keep pulling the information or sending information back to the Intune. As soon as any changes in the Apple devices, they will send directly the information to the Apple server, and they can pull the information directly from the Apple server without keep syncing with our MDM server, right? So of course with Intune MDM servers, every 24-hour devices is getting synced, but in case of OS updates and everything, they will directly sync and keep updates. So it will reduce the workload of syncing per devices, right? So this is how in the detail you can understand. You can go and watch the video so that you will understand. But why we need to migrate to the DDM? Since the Apple has released iOS 26, and with iOS 26 it is mandatory to use the DDM to manage the software updates on your company iOS or iPad supervised devices. So let's talk about let's go to iOS devices, and you see here. So if you are using this policy, right, under the manage update iOS and updates, if you are using these policies in the past, you should stop using these policy for managing the iOS updates. You have to, because this is the MDM software update policy we call. So this is Microsoft is going to Apple has recommended to deprecate it or decommission it with iOS 26, since iOS 26 is already in the public. So this policy is not gonna work, right? You have to use the DDM policy. This is called the legacy MDM policy, software update policy. So from where you create the DDM policy, so you have to go to the configurations and create a new policy, and here you can select the setting, you can select the setting catalogs and create new, and here you select the DDM. I am just giving a name, and under the setting catalogs you will see the declarative device management. So here you can see there is a software update and software update settings, software update enforce latest. So this is the manual software update policy, this is the automated. I'll just use for, and there is some of the settings you want to enforce it. So I'll just select one for the testing, just this one. And you see here, let's close this one, and I want to enforce the latest software update. I want to delay for 90 days, and the install time, okay, 30 days, and then install time should be, you can, I can give name, this one, I can give time this one, or you can give name in any of these format. 1059, okay, and then select next, create. So this is the DDM policy. If you see here, we have just created DDM policy. So once you create this DDM policy and assign to your devices, right, the existing legacy MDM policy will not work. So the DDM policy will take precedence over this policy, MDM legacy policy. So if you are having iOS 26 devices, then you must use the DDM policies from here to manage to control your iOS versions, or update your iOS 26 devices through DDM policy. And now you may be wondering how you can monitor that. So earlier, if you are using the legacy, then you will see the iOS update installation failure, this reports, right? With the new reports, you can see the Apple software update failure. So there is a two, right? One is iOS, this is for legacy. iOS update, this is the legacy report, and this is the new DDM report. So if you want to see the devices for iOS 26 or even the below, or I mean after creating the DDM policy or enforcing it, then you should see this report, Apple software update failure. In case you can see how many software update installation failure has happened on your Apple devices. For detailed information, you can always go to reports here, and you see here Apple updates. Earlier these reports was not there with the legacy MDM software update policy, but you can see here with, if you deploy the DDM policy, you will see here iOS update, iPad update, and Mac OS update. You can generate this report, and you'll see how many devices are up to date, failed, waiting, downloading, and everything. It's not assigned. So, and you can see the detailed report as I have shown you, Apple software update report. You can also generate and sell the report, and report will show here with the device name and all these things, right? Install state, reason, and everything, current build version, pending build version. So this is how you had to migrate from MDM protocol to DDM, and you check the reports. This is very important message if you want to manage the iOS update on your company iOS 26 devices, because the legacy MDM software update policy will not gonna work. I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your colleagues. Till then, thank you. Have a good day.